Okay, so the one thing that you guys should not be ever get enough of is training when it comes to backing up in a truck stop. So, not your typical truck stop because every single truck is the exact same, but given the distance, it's pretty narrow. All right, a lot of people will definitely struggle with the amount of space that is given. So we're going to drive nice and slowly. All right, now I'm going to tell you exactly. This is the perfect setup, and if you can practice this setup as much as you can. All right, I want you to do it. Now we're going to use our mirrors as a reference point, and we're not going to start turning to the right until we get to the very edge of the second truck. Okay, so I'm going to turn right roughly around here. Okay, so now I'm going to keep turning to the right. Now just to clarify, make sure you have enough space here so you're not going to be hitting anything, okay? So we're going to keep turning. We're going nice and slowly. Now, when do we start turning left? We're going to start turning left, basically making sure that we're not going to hit anything over here on the right. All right, so roughly, I'm going to guess around here. So cranking it to the left. Now, we're going to keep it cranked to the left. Now, when do you stop, you may ask? Well, we're not going to stop until our truck is running parallel to these trailers. Now, our trailer is going to be pointing towards, well, basically where it is right now. All right, we're going to keep going, and roughly around here, we're going to stop. And the next thing you're going to do is point your steer straight. Now, I do believe this is like the perfect setup. All right, we're a good distance over here. Now, if we had our truck right parallel, sorry, right over here, it'd be very hard to actually to do anything. Now, I got my steers pointing. They're roughly, yeah, they're straight now. Okay. Now, I'm just going to back up slowly. All right, this is pretty slow. Now, right now, it is jackknifing at a slower rate than it would be if I had my steers cranked hard to the right. Okay, now this is looking pretty good so far. It's starting to aim in. Now, it might be, no, it still might be perfect. I'm gonna keep maintaining where it is right now. I'm not doing anything. I'm just backing up. Now, you got to ask yourself now, at what point do I start cranking my steers to the left so I can chase the trailer? And we can roughly do that in just a second. I just want to I just want to make sure that my trailer is going to clear everything on the left back here. All right, so we're going to back up again. So I'm going to do it right around here. Now, keep an eye on, as soon as you started turning your steers to the left, keep an eye on everything on the right. All right, just keep an eye on it, just to make sure. And then you can, once you realize you're not going to hit anything, you can keep an eye on everything over here on the left. All right, so far this is looking good. Looking good. I think this might be a one-shotter. Don't think there's going to be a need to pull forward. But now once my trailer starts pointing towards this trailer here, then we may have to do a pull forward. And so we might have to do one. All right, yeah. So we can stop here. Now we do have a little bit of room in front of us. All right. So we can pull forward nice and slowly. All right. Go off to the right. It'll straight us up in the shortest distance. All right. You can see what's happening here. And let's go ahead and stop. We can see in both mirrors, meaning we can see the sides of our trailer. And now we can just do a straight back. Now this may mean you might have to do a little bit of maneuvering just to get yourself in the exact, but just do small little turns, okay? Small little turns. And if you need to straighten yourself up, you can always do a pull forward. But this is looking pretty good. All right. Anywho, so I do believe that is the perfect setup at a truck stop with the amount of space that is given here. And let's say you have a lot more space. Why don't you do it anyway? Just presume you have a lot less space. Now I want to show you what happens if you turn a bit too early. All right. Now later is always better because it's much easier to fix than if you turn too early. When I mean turn, when we start your initial right-hand turn to set yourself up. Now, in the previous part of this video, I showed you when we turn, basically when our mirrors get to the end of this space here. Now this time we're going to turn when our mirror gets to the end of the first space. Now, if we had a lot more room, that would be fine, but we don't. So let's watch our mistake. Okay, let's crank it hard to the right, and see what kind of trouble I can get myself into here. All right, and then knowing how to get out of it. A lot of time it's just, if you can't do it, you just gotta basically kind of have reset yourself. All right, back off to the left. Okay, so normally now we would stop. Where I ideally like to stop is when my truck is parallel here. Now, if I start jackknifing, let's go ahead. So if I start doing what I'm doing right here, you'll be able to, like I did in the other one, you'll see that I'm not jackknifing enough. So a lot of people, they'll start jackknifing like this, like you would if there was nothing right here. But so, and you keep it going, keep it going, keep it going, and of course, yeah. This isn't going to work. Okay, so how do you get out of this? All right. Well, we got to pretty much get all the way over here. Keep her going. Straighten up. And now we got to do a 90. All right, we're not going to be able to set up the way we'd like to. All right, so now that we're way over here, and let's go all the way over here. Okay, the more room, the better. So now we start backing up. All right, I'm going to start turning. Let's do it a little bit. I'm just going to get myself a better angle. There we go. Again, there's a lot of finessing. Little lefts, little rights. And okay, I do believe that it'll do us right there. We'll be able to put back in one shot now, I'd say. Oh, here we go. And maybe a little pull forward. There we go. Now that I like to get myself back a little bit further, get myself pointing towards the trailer back there. Crank it hard to the right, so we straighten up in the shortest distance. And stop. There we go. All right, nothing wrong with a little extra education in vacuing, especially on these particular ones. All right, truck stops can be tricky.